Alrighty folks, we're continuing our testing with the VihtaVuori powder, namely the 3N38 and the N110. We got a couple of 3-inch rounds and we got a couple of 3.5s. Hopefully we've got it dialed in, folks, so y'all stay tuned. Alrighty folks, we're continuing with our research in the VihtaVuori powders. I've got a couple of 3-inch here that we've adjusted into 3N38. I think we pretty well got the 3N37 dialed in. And as you can see by the crimps on the 3-inch and the 3.5, we are reaching max capacity here with what we've got put together here today. We've got brand new primed shadite from Ballistic Products, 34 grains of 3N38. The CTPS Max cut to a 3-inch configuration, and one of our favorite 14 pellet 315 diameter pellets, copper plated buckshot, all covered in Ballistic Products original buffer. Once again, same hull, new primed shadite, same CTPS Max cut in a 3-inch configuration, but 35 grains of 3N38. Both of these charges weigh the same. They're 1.6 or 165 ounce load, but this one's got 16 pellets of hard cast single aught 31 caliber, all covered in BP original. Then we've got a couple of 3.5s with our N110 powder. We've got a once fired Remington, 47 grains of N110. We've got a shadite primer, the CTPS Max, which comes out of the bag comes out of the bag with a 3.5-inch length, and I cut it all the way to the seal, boys. I cut the petals all the way to the seal. 20 pellets of 31 cal, that's 2.1 ounces, all covered in original standard crimp, max capacity. Once fired Federal shadite primer, 48 of N110 CTPS Max, 24 pellets of 30 cal Super Buck from Ballistic Products, all covered in original buffer. That's 2.1 ounces, maxed out to about the crimp. All right, let's get these shot. And folks, in this buckshot segment here, now that shoot and see target, that's really nice. A lot of y'all may have got those. You see that Midway had those things on sale, and so I imagine a lot of people grabbed them whenever they did. And but that is not a full-size deer. That's about maybe 2/3 size, maybe half. It's still not a full-size target, but we're here at 40 yards with this buckshot here. We're not at 50 today, we're at 40. And so, first one is the 14 pellets of the copper-plated 315 cal, copper-plated. Yeah, copper-plated 315 copper-plated. All right. Yeah, 1.6 ounces here. All right. .1238. I think that's the first buckshot round that we've loaded with the 3N38 that has actually got up over 1,000 foot per second. Hull looks outstanding. All right, yeah, that was 34 of 3N38. The next one we put 35 of 3N38. 34 in this one with the 14 pellet. Let's go see how it patterned. As the orcs said in Lord of the Rings, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Alrighty. Man, goodness. Now, like I said, we're at 40 yards. And that is a keeper, that is a winner. We got, in this, yeah, that's, guys, y'all see my hand spread out. That's about at 9 inches, 8 to 9 inches spread out here. So you see this is not a very big deer target, but anyway, probably more of a coyote size target. But let's see here. Man, I love these things. Looks like all of them are probably here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, all 14 are here. right here in the deer, in the kill zone, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 .315 caliber copper plated shot right there in the kill zone. Rachel may have some stickers. Hopefully we can fix this thing. May be able to. Anyway, let's shoot that 16 pellet in the with the 3 and 3/8 and see if it does equally well. Alrighty, yeah, this is the identical same hole, new prime 3-inch shadite, but 35 of 3 and 3/8, and the CTPS Max 16 pellets of 31 cal, which is 1.6 ounces. I put an overshot card in this one, and that's what I was in the process of saying that I probably didn't need. Sometimes when you're working with it, you're looking at stuff, it looks like it could be a problem when it's not. All right, figured it shouldn't have been that far off, unless I had it sitting on the strap. I may have had it sitting on the strap. All right, let's see how the 16 pellet does. It says 826, but it felt the same. It didn't kick it out that far.
It didn't sound the same.
Yeah, I wonder. It may not have snapped all the way in the battery. I've got a couple of, like I said, y'all saw it didn't want to feed. That was, when I looked, the crimp looked like it was trying to open back up a little bit. I put an overshot card on it, and I don't think I needed one. Happens sometimes. When I looked at it, I thought that I was going to need one. Let me look. See, 16 pellet OSC. To me, that means overshot card. So yes, I did put one in there, and I didn't need it. So it probably didn't lock all the way into battery, folks. But I've got 2 3.5s we got to shoot here anyway. Oh, it went high. Went high, but it's going to be me. You ever think the first one was, I mean, that was primo. This one, we had something that didn't go right. I think the powder charge is good. I think it's going to be okay. I don't think it went all the way in the battery. We surely don't need an overshot card. Well, let's see what we got in the deer here. Got 2 over here off paper. It looked like everything went high and left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 I see there. Some more may have missed otherwise. Anyway, that first one was El Primo. Something didn't exactly go right here. We'll just ignore it, and we'll move on to the 3.5s and see how they do with that N110. Y'all stay tuned. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna shoot this is a once fired Federal Premium 3.5 hull. We got a shadite primer, 48 grains of N110, VihtaVuori N110, CTPS Max. Y'all are getting this. The CTPS Max is my best performing wide all around right now. It is. Between that and the MG42, those are 2 of my best performing wads with ease of use, where you don't have to add extras. Do I love a regular TPS wide? Absolutely. They are some of the best performers I've ever used, ever shot. But you got to add stuff to it. You got to add an undershot card and all that to this stuff. I consider that extra stuff. The the CTPS Max is already cushioned. Don't have to add any extra the way that I load, and the same with the MG42. Don't have to add any extra. I'm a guy of simplicity. So this is a 2.1 ounce load, all covered in original buffer, 24 pellets of 30 cal Super Buck. Oh, you know what? Reason that thing went high is because it is high. What in the world? I have no idea. You know, I jacked this thing up. I have no idea what happened or why I jacked it up. Some things you just don't ever know. Alrighty, here we go. 1128. Some of these things are styled. I'm making sure that optic isn't loose. Looks beautiful, can definitely be loaded again. And no, the optic is not loose. All right, it looks like we got a dang good pattern down there. Looks like I might have shot it a little bit low and left, but that don't surprise me none. I definitely, well, I say I shot low and left. Dot's right here. I need to make sure I'm gonna hold probably a little more here, because I'm beginning to wonder if that optic may be shooting a little bit left with the buckshot. Heavens to Murgatroyd, what a pattern. You guys like tight patterns? Let me see, I can cover all those pellets with one hand. And like I said, we're at 40 yards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 30 cal pellets there. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And the rest of them are over here. So the whole thing is dead center, but left. Easy to tell whenever you're shooting this. When you're shooting just a big old piece of paper, all you see is the pattern. Here you're looking at the target as well. If he was full-size aminal, you got him. Well, y'all can see this. That's what everybody wants to see right there. Down to 80, 90 yards, this is still on target. Let's shoot that last one out of that federal hull, and we'll wrap this thing up, me and Rachel, and get out the sun. Okay, folks, this is our once fired Remington Express 3.5 inch, 47 grains of N110, VihtaVuori N110. The CTPS Max cut all the way to, the pedals cut all the way to the seal. 20 pellets of 31 cal, my hard cast 31 cal polished, single alt, 2.1 ounces, all covered in original buffer. Shadite primer. I'm gonna hold this one a little more right, just to see if my optic has gotten off. So basically I'm holding the dot right at the back of his ribs is where I'm holding it, which is just about dead center of the paper. $11.19. Those are sweet. And my guess is, if I was using a 209A, Federal 209A primer, which is almost in the same category as the CCI Magnum, that we may be up around 1,200 foot per second, or just under. All right, let's go check the target. I had the dot right there. That's where I was holding the dot, right there. So it is, I would say, gosh, a little left. I'm talking not enough that, will I adjust it? No. No, I won't. 20 pellets of 31 cal, single alt. The jerky, it'll be good this year. It's good every year. Alrighty, what we got that we can see here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I counted these two right here. I figured that might have been. But anyway, what a flipping pattern. And we've got in this little tiny deer right here, right in the kill zone, we got, that's 2 pellets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You count that one, that's the liver, 11. And there's one in the leg, 12. If you had a full-size deer, all of these are in the lethal zone. A lot of those will still be on target, even all the way down to 100 yards, folks. I think we're there. This makes me happy. So anyway, let's wrap this thing up. I think we got it. What do y'all think? I'll tell you what, I am extremely happy with the way things worked out. Those are some awesome patterns. Even the one that I put an overshot card in and didn't need it. It happens. So anyway, I will just omit the overshot card. But anyway, velocities are great. This is the first time we've gotten up over 1,000 foot per second with either of the 3N38 or the N110. Hope y'all enjoyed this series. We learned a lot together. There'll be a lot more coming up here real soon, so y'all stay tuned. Bye-bye.